What's up, Aquarius gang? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name is Annie. I'm so stoked to have all the Aqua babes out there with me. Let's see if we can get you some fun messages in this tarot reading regarding career and finances. This is going to be for anyone who resonates with the sign of Aquarius or anyone who's cross-watching on one, right? I just did 3 series of love readings, you guys. So if you're at all interested in romance at this time or dating, anything like that, check out, there's 3 other videos all about Aquarius regarding love and relationships. So encourage you to check those out. If not, happy to have you here on YouTube. You guys know my general spiel, but for those who are not as familiar, I do general messages here on YouTube. That means not everything I say will resonate with all the Aquarians out there. It's up to you guys to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. You will always be in the driver's seat though, so encourage you to take away the messages that only resonate with you, that motivate you, inspire you, confirm something you needed or wanted to hear, or the opposite, illuminate you to something new. Generally, that's a good way to go into a tarot reading, not assuming you know everything, right? I know, Aquarius, I know. I'm just teasing y'all. Okay, anyway, happy to have you here. Everything else is written in the box below for you. We're going to hop in. One more card for, oh, there it is, for Aquarius. All right, you got some beautiful cards coming up. 2 major arcana. You have Sagittarius and Cancer coming up. Could also be a Pisces. It's that Moon High Priestess energy. So bottom of your deck, 4 of Pentacles. So money is probably a little tight right now. You're probably watching your expenditures. I'm sort of only making like crucial purchases, things of that sort. But it's because you're looking to protect the money you do have, which I don't know if you have investments or stocks in something. There is huge potential for your growth in money, but yeah, it's after a period of stagnation. But 4s in tarot can frequently be like the comfort zone. So even if money isn't great, you're getting by. You're floating along, sort of is what I'm getting. But then you have King of Pentacles and King of Cups. Oh, damn, and the Chariot. And the Empress. Oh my God, you have incredible cards coming up. You have 2 court cards, water signs and earth signs. You have the Empress, as in the divine feminine who builds the empire, right? Taurus and Libra energy. You have double Taurus energy here for me. And then a card of Cancer, the Chariot. It takes you home. It takes you to your final destination so that you can take upon the role of the Empress is sort of what I'm getting. Whether you're masculine or feminine, there's huge amounts of money to be made here. You have a bankable skill that is highly creative, highly intuitive. Yeah, potentially something in arts and entertainment, television, could even be like visual design, interior design, painting, something of that sort. You're sitting on like a powerhouse, but yeah, money is tight right now. So if you've sent out job offers, don't drive yourself crazy worrying about when you're going to hear back, because you will. It's almost like it's up to God. As long as you've made the effort to take some sort of stride forward in letting the universe know, like, hey, like I'm ready for my financial circumstances to, I heard double or triple capitalize on something. Send out the indicators to the universe that you've taken some action, right, with wands, because you are going to hear back. But here's what I'm getting from this. You have multiple options, maybe 4 or 5. If you've sent out multiple things or you're waiting to hear, maybe you're lining up interviews or maybe you're hiring candidates. If you relate to the number 5, there's 3 that are disappointments and then there's 2 good ones. Or this could indicate that the first one you hear back from you don't get, and it sets you into this state of kind of like depression or woe is me or something like that. You need to check yourself, Aquarius, and I say this with love. The reason why, if you linger in that headspace of nothing ever works out, this is awful, that's the vibe you're sending to the universe. So the minute you hear our regrets or thanks but no thanks, be like, okay, that wasn't the one for me. Like on to the next one, on to bigger and better things, because what you're holding on to now, it's okay, but it's the 4. If you were to release control, right? This is sometimes the miser card, and accept what the universe offers you or guides you toward as your spiritual path, when you see rejection as a blessing in disguise, you won't have to wear this cloak of sadness. Rather, you'll be like, oh, okay, well, that didn't work out. Let me focus on these 2 kick-ass opportunities that also rest right next to me. There's 2 things that are going to be beneficial to you. Again, I'm getting a partnership, a collaboration, or 2 job offers that offer you some sort of salary that are in the same caliber, in the same pay grade, is what I meant to say. And so it's going to be a difficult decision which one you're going to choose, because you see both as taking you places, and now you got the king of the career. Aquarius, your cards are absolutely insane. You have some beautiful energy. My one caution to you is don't get stuck in your head. Don't let your negative thoughts, your negative feelings with the cups start seeping into your, like a mental prison. Something about you really, really, really need to focus on the fact that rejection is divine protection. It wasn't meant to be. If you were to get it, it would have been more of a hassle in the long run. It's almost like you have to view it of, that dream job. If you don't get it, you have to understand there was something about it that wouldn't have worked for you. Maybe you would have been hired and you wouldn't have had the right skills, so they would have let you go, in which case you would have missed out on the opportunity you were meant for, right? However, you have to sort of, I guess I want to say, justify it in your brain, even if you don't know the reasons or the circumstance why this one didn't work out or these couple didn't work out, whatever. Immediately, you need to raise your vibration and be like, it's all about love, baby. The universe didn't want me to have that. They wanted me to have a fresher cup, like a better opportunity, something more creative, something with greater money flow, right? It's all about keeping a love, a positive mindset. Yeah, because you work like a badass. You have a tremendous amount of passion and effort, and oh my God, your income is going to be good as long as you stay committed to, it's almost like working in between the milestones. Keep that energy high, keep your motivation and your inspiration, your passion going, even during kind of like the lulls, like this quarantine, right? Use it as an excuse to like break out your tools, break out your art set, do something that it harnesses or channels that creativity in a good, nice vibration, because there's going to be some sort of leadership role that comes along and there's a big price tag or a big salary attached to it. And they're at least going to be, they being the company, the people, the project, the network of whatever, they're going to be at least communicating to you about it. This could be a job offer. It could just indicate that someone's wanting to have a conversation with you about some sort of leadership position. And like with this, it's like make it rain, right? That's the highest pentacle card you can get. So yeah, whatever you're kind of struggling with now, really, really try and find a solution of why you're feeling this way and understand the helpful thoughts as well as the negative thoughts that are maybe keeping you stuck or trapped in this. Essentially, it's like a mental prison, right? You want to steer clear of these thoughts. And I know it's hard, guys, right? I know you're not superhuman, but you are very logical, Aquarius. You're able to see like the longer, wider picture, like the zoom out versus like, taking every defeat to heart, there's just no place for that. Instead of looking back and wondering what could have been on the opportunity that you feel like you missed, that's the wrong perspective. It's like you got to face forward. Only focus on the new opportunities that are coming in, because again, you have at least 2 of them. Maybe working with another air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a fire sign, a Aries, Leo, Sag. You had your 2 of Pentacles. You're waiting on multiple offers or waiting just to see any sort of change up in the cycle. This is a card of graduations, reestablishing like balance and harmony. So anybody who's just anyone who's just literally graduated from college, right? And you're putting out some apps, you're going to get at least 2 bite backs. That's what I'm going to hear. You might not choose to take them, but people are going to be messaging you with opportunities. So if you can, wait for the right one. But I know, sometimes we don't all have the luxury of doing that, but make a sound judgment call too. With Justice, a lot of you are going to be signing a new contract, potentially with a Capricorn or a Libra. It could be that you have another air sign in your life that is your counterpart. They're your go-to. They're like your moral support person. It could be a husband or a wife, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be your best friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. They help recenter you. They help you to refocus and understand the larger perspective, right? The Queen of Swords, she's up in the clouds, so she can see everything down below and make a fair judgment call. Stepping away from the situation will be helpful to you to gain back some clarity and understand like the false perception of how you were viewing some sort of disappointment or rejection or loss. When you're in the moment, I understand it's a little bit like, oh, that one really hurt. That one really sucks because I needed that job. It's saying you can't see the forest from the trees. With Queen of Swords energy, zoom out, right? From the world, you get a much wider, broader perspective, a different perspective on the situation. And again, an understanding that, it was a blessing in disguise that you were essentially blocked from some sort of opportunity, because it would have been like a toxic work environment, or it wouldn't have made you happy. It would have been, it wouldn't have allowed you the freedom. It would have become a mental prison. Interesting. And yeah, you Aquarians, you need your freedom, right? Your freedom of thought, your freedom to express yourself without having to, meet anyone's sort of criteria or standards. You're free thinkers. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm getting this job opportunity that you missed, that you're seeing as like a tragedy. It's the complete opposite. You would have felt trapped. There would have been like some sense of like entrapment of your thoughts. It just feels, it feels stifling. All right, so intuitively, you sense that there's a new beginning, potentially working with a water sign or something involving, there's going to be some sort of celebration of a milestone or an accomplishment that you may get asked out for, and I mean, depending on when the quarantine ends, right? Something about being asked out for drinks or for an interview with coworkers, with a boss, with someone you're trying to network. You sense that they like you, and later it's confirmed because they ask. This isn't like in a romantic sense. It's nothing like that, but it's like they ask you out for more advice, or sorry, that's a terrible way of phrasing it. They want to pick your brain more, so they invite you out in some sort of social setting. Like, I don't know, they take you to a baseball game, or, I don't know, like, come have like a picnic with me and my family in the park, like whatever it is. It's some sort of social thing where they want to get to know you more as an individual, which is really beautiful, right? Not everybody has this like, I don't know, I don't mean to like freak you out, but there isn't a defined boundary line between professional and friendship. It looks like whoever you're collaborating with next, maybe it's a best friend, maybe it's a family member. There's something about you become like a family to one another, at least in this next project. So maybe you're spending a lot of time with them. I suppose this could all be through a computer screen, right? If we're all at home isolating or whatever, it could be. It could also indicate that this is happening in the future, but yeah, someone is really impressed by your resume and your accomplishments, and they want to pick your brain because they see you as a valuable asset to the team. It could be a Cancer or a Pisces, or an Aries for that matter. Yeah, they see you as someone with a great reputation. You're quite reputable. You're hardworking. You have consistently proven yourself and your accomplishment on your resume or in your work history. It could also indicate if somebody reaches out to one of your references, you get like a stellar or glowing reference from someone, and it puts that much more faith and confidence in your future employer that like, yes, Aquarius is the one. Okay, because you have big shoes to fill. Yeah, there's something about whoever left the role previously, they were part of the family, they were part of the network of this job or this employer, and so you have big shoes to fill, but there's something about you and it's like your well-spokenness, your ability to like clearly outline your vision or the way you see things going in this role or on this project with this company. You fill someone's heart with like hope and faith that it's either things will be the way they used to be or that you're going to offer a breath of fresh air. But yeah, there's a very high bar set because whoever was in the role previous to you, they really kicked ass. They earned like the approval and the trust of everyone around them. And so by default, you're going to have to do that too. But honestly, Aquarius, it's not going to be any problem. With the High Priestess is this all-knowing confidence of, oh, I got this. And you do. Like they're raising a cup to you. They're celebrating you. They're welcoming you to a new team. Yeah, you're not going to be waiting much longer. Waiting came out in reverse. And yeah, you have the waiting for your ships to come in. To me, that's an indicator. I would say in the next 3 weeks, you're going to hear from something. For most of you, right? So then the Nine of Cups, yeah, you fit the bill. You fill, as I was saying, you have big shoes to fill. You do so quite well. You vibe instantly with somebody on this team who's going to be a great friend and a great collaborator, a great counterpart to you. You are the wish fulfillment of this team. It's like, they're so close to the 10 of Cups, the fairy tale ending. They're so close to, maybe it's a startup, like getting the business up and off the ground. It's like you're the missing ingredients. They're the 9. They're trying to welcome in the 10th, and you fit the bill. It's like, welcome, kid, you're hired. I like that. It's very positive energy. What else do we need to know about that? For some of you, you do want to work in like the culinary arts or culinary industry, the restaurant industry. Some of you might be opening something about collaborating with people who are opening a bar or a restaurant. And again, maybe not right now, but even if you are not doing even if you're not the bartender or the waitress or the host, right? Some of you are though. If it's not that, you're doing something about the interior space, the design of the restaurant. Maybe you're contributing artwork or theming it, or maybe you're like the house band. There's something about like a space of, yeah, and it doesn't have to be a restaurant, but it's something where people like chill and eat and listen to music, and some sort of venue or like a fun place to go out on the weekend. Something about that, you're contributing to that, and you're part of like a larger project team. Something about with billiards, so it's like a pool hall or something like that. Or that actually could be where you go and like meet up for drinks with your boss, or you're kind of like a get to know your team type thing. You guys may go out and play pool. I don't know why that's important, but yeah, you're gonna transform this company. You offer, not only do you fit the bill and fill the shoes of the old person, you have a lot more insight. You view things a lot more innovatively, right, Aquarius? But there's something about your unique creativity that it's not only like the missing puzzle piece, but it changes something for the better that these people were blind to before. It's something about their shortcomings. They weren't able to pinpoint why something wasn't working, and you come in and I don't mean to, blow smoke up your ass. I'm not trying to be that way, but it does feel very insightful what you offer to this team. And it's like, you help repair something or fix something. I mean, maybe you're the maintenance person. I don't know. But you fix something that wasn't working correctly before. Oh my God, this is so silly. It could even be something as stupid as like this is so dumb. I'm sorry, Aquarius, but it came to me. It's like you fix the coffee machine. It's like, we can't get it to work. And you come in, you're like, oh, it's this. And again, to you, it's so simplistic. It's so dumb that they couldn't do it. But it's only adding to the fact that like, this is like out of a movie. It's just so silly. Like, wow, Aquarius is really great. Like I'm really digging Aquarius. Have you met this new girl? Have you met this new guy? Like, people are impressed by everything you do. It's almost kind of ridiculous. And like, there's a lot of flattery, and I don't think you're even looking for that. It just kind of comes with it. And maybe it's because these people have been waiting for so long to find like that missing link in the chain. You come along and it's just like, oh, thank God someone's here. I actually don't know if you're going to love this energy, because there is an element to this where you feel like this is a harsh message, but you feel like these people are kind of dumb or like numbskulls. So I think you'll probably try it out. I think they're really nice, but you might not feel as challenged at this job as you would like. I think once you kind of settle into your role, you might quickly be looking for growth in your salary or growth in your title. Because, yeah, it's almost like these people are on a very slow track. So it kind of makes sense that you come in and everything you do, it's just like, oh, wow. But you're kind of like, well, duh. Like, you know what I mean? There's an element of that. But so you mix up the ingredients. Again, all these like cooking restaurant metaphors. You mix up the ingredients here, and it's something very positive. But I am sort of getting that you're only going to be here for so long. I think you might decide to sever ways, but I want to be clear. You lose nothing by taking this job. This could be like a little in-betweener type job, like a leap, something about a leapfrog or a stepping stone to the real one that you want. That's what I mean. You have two offers come in, and maybe they don't come in at the same time. It could be that you take the one that comes in because you're like, all right, well, shit, I need a job. And again, it's not for nothing. This seems like a really nice opportunity. Again, the people you work with are going to friggin' love you. They're going to like kiss your ass a little bit. So, I mean, that's good, I guess, right? I think eventually it's going to wear thin on you, and you're going to be like, I need something more. Like, this isn't doing it for me. There's nothing wrong with that. It's divinely guided. It's like your guardian angels, your spirit guides are acknowledging, like, yeah, this is going to fill your cup in the interim. This is going to be steady income for you. You're going to make some good friends here. But this isn't like the end goal. This isn't like the end of your spiritual journey. It's like, mix some cups, mix up the ingredients. It's like you come in, you work your magic, and then you're like, peace, I'm out. Then you move on to something even greater, right? And I do think the next opportunity will fill your cup more. There's a divine pairing in your next opportunity, potentially working with water signs or again, something artistic or creative. Even something in like astrology or working with the stars, your intuitive spiritual gifts, spiritual healing, something involving medicine or like organic, earthy type, Yeah, like healing, something about like herbs and spices, kind of like witchy vibes. I said the same thing to Aries, actually. That next opportunity after this, I just want to call it an in-betweener. Again, nothing wrong with it. It's good. Then you're going to get the one that either you really want, or even if you don't know if this is what you want, you're going to find that it's a much better suit. It's a much better match for you. You may literally have to wear a suit at this next job, the way I said that. And then you have Temperance again. So yeah, look at these as each one is good for you on some sort of level. It doesn't mean it's your end goal. It doesn't mean it's your end game. You are always allowed to grow and develop as a person. But yeah, it's almost like you try one on for size and you might change your mind. You may stick it out here a little bit longer. But yeah, ultimately, if you hear the calling to go or stay, follow that. That's your gut. That's your intuition telling you. And ultimately, you had the High Priestess, didn't you? Yeah, ultimately that's spirit trying to communicate with you too. So when you get those little hits, those little intuitive hits, follow it, right? If it tells you, this isn't it, let's move on, do that, Aquarius, right? Again, you're always in the driver's seat of your, wait for it, chariot. I know, I'm a cheese ball. All right, let's throw a few of these down and we'll wrap it up for my Aquarians. Yeah, you have 2 offers coming in, like almost without a doubt. Again, it's not everybody's message, but you have the number 2 coming up so many times, right? You have 2 aces, you have the 2 of wands, where's my juggler? You have the 2 of pentacles, and do you have 2 divine pairings? No, but you have Sagittarius or Temperance twice. I feel like you had one more. You do have the King and Queen of Cups, but that's really representing one other opportunity. Okay, you have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Okay, that's going to be the first job you take. That one may be more spiritual based or something about like teaching, something about being at the head of the head of the classroom, or I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not really getting a lot of hits on that. But anyway, this represents the first opportunity. This one represents the second. Second may have to do with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This is also a Cancer or Pisces card, but yeah, this is also a card of Taurus, if that means anything to anyone. So anyway, but 10 of Pentacles and King of Pentacles is coming up. That's beautiful. Actually, let's throw some stuff on that. And you have the Empress. The opportunity that you go to second or after the first, you may end up working very closely with a female who's very high up in I don't know if it's a corporation or it's just the company, the face of the company is like a female VP. Something about the divine feminine energy is very important. So you have spiritual teacher, you heal with classes, sessions, and seminars. And then you have study, reading, research, and education help you to gain confidence and clarity about your career. And then you have these, a whole bunch came out, but children, your life purpose involves helping children, teaching, and healing. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Shout out to the Leos. I always feel like that's an homage to the Strength card. You have infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. And music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and to others. All right, Aquarius, that's what I got for you. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if any of this resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.